find this dragon thing weirdly mesmerizing.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
I wish I could never get the jitters.
Something has happened to him.
He'll be alright.
He can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence.
That was my back.
And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Centrion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Oh, absolutely does.
The Centrion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
I assume it'll be the captain. I really hope. Yay!
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centrion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization,
interesting.
not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered leg, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
My head.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning.
Please
The
do.
port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Okay. But, like, what is that, though?
The Mandragora. What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours, and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique. Consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
I feel like I've been to a few of those sorts of parties.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, your grace.
How are you meant to blend into the
Geralt
crowd?
and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Look, that's true.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Ooh! Yay.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
What will Thingy think is appropriate? Alright, hopefully this quest is not super long. Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna run, actually.
Don't let him gain momentum!
Toussaint is freaking gorgeous. Ah. Hello, sir. I need pretty clothes.
Ah, welcome back to our northern dandy.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Glad to hear it, mate. Ooh. Elegant Beauclair Dublé. I want that. I want those. And I want those.
Thanks. I think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
I will sadly have to put on new clothing, which saddens me greatly. I mean, it's not too shabby. Oh. Oh, no, you know what? I don't mind that at all. Oh! Oh, look good. Have I really only been playing for 142 hours? I feel like I've been playing for so much longer than that. You could not wear clothing. I could. That's also true. I don't hate this outfit. I don't hate this. Look at the moon! Stop it! Oh my goodness.
Nice tune.
Reginald Aubrey has returned.
Alright, like I said, let's hope this quest doesn't take too long. I'm having to wrap up the stream in about 15-20 minutes.
Fond of shortcuts? Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
Apparently I don't need to be in this room. Okay. Oh, I need to be here. Okay. Lol. That's amusing. Oh yes, I do quite like that armor.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Lanterns. He's so awkward.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style.
Yeah,
Not
well.
all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
But why?
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Triss flashback.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Promiscuous banging. Only reason for a mask. Wow. Wow.
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him.
Right.
I just know this quest
Right
is
you
going to
are.
be like an hour
We must
long.
proceed with
I'm going to be
caution.
sad.
Come, it's our turn.
The series isn't until something.
Madame,
Absolutely.
Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Hey, Jenna. How are you? Hey, Nick. I'm good. How are you?
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her
Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're
You
fine
shall
and sort of
recognize
happy.
her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Maybe it's just Dandelion.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Take part in the soirees entertainments. But there are so many, and I don't have time. Okay.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show up.
Good folk. Anyone can be an artist. Even you.
Paradigm manifested.
I'm gonna throw it.
Silence. The artist must focus.
And how do I throw it, though? Explain, sir.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Oh, no, I ate something. Ah, here we go.
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Okay, this is kind of cool. I like
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
the tick. It's gonna be the worst painting ever created.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and
Come,
grab a
let's look in the alcoves.
No, shut up. I'm painting a painting.
that green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to
Throw it at
wine!
the guy. No.
Voila! Fine. Now, a
Allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The
What are you talking about, you crazy man?
and defiance.
It's colors
Oh yes, that's
on a
him,
top.
right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
It must be something. Such talent.
Exceptional, true.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Oh
I've
god.
built up a pretty powerful resistance.
And now we're drunk. Me if I ever have a drink again.
It's a metaphor of the constant
I just have to watch it. I have to do something.
They can't agree.
I don't understand.
Do take care of each other.
I don't understand what I'm meant to be doing here. Okay. We'll move on.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's an outrage. Cecilia never should have performed tonight.
Oh, now I'm in the water. Okay.
Even because the right cuff seems somewhat harder to me.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Ah, never suspected you believed in such things.
Yay.
Lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck. The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Okay, so I've only got one thing left, and it's these mimes. I do not understand what I'm supposed to be doing with them, though.
This page
Do take care of each other.
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
Should I just stand here and watch them for a minute?
the great one.
Do take care of each other.
You guys gonna do anything, like, interesting?
Do take care of each other.
No. Okay. They're not. But I really wanna... I wanna finish this. I wanna take part in everything. Well, I'm expecting something... Something needs to happen so that this quest part goes away. So that it's like, you've done everything. Well done. Can I punch them? No. Hello? Do something that allows me to complete this optional quest. Hello? Okay. Oh, sadness. Okay, I'll move on, but I'm sad by that. Alright. Take a little look-see.
I was blah blah blah. At
I'm
Fort
just gonna
Guard,
take that.
Fort Guard, it's all about two things: coin and copulation.
Coin and copulation, interesting. Hello? Over here. Service for a woman with an orchid in her hair. An orchid, an orchid, how about? Oh, I must have found her. Okay. I knew this quest would go for 10 years. Now I'm sad. Oh.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
He is painting her like one of
It's
his
the
French
right
girls.
flower.
Of course it is.
Which
The
weirdly
Calderi
works
orchid
well,
lends
considering
just the right
Tucson is
contrast
sort
to her
of based on
complexion.
France.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Pretty picture.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I mean, you could just paint her with clothes on.
You may still get your chance.
Okay.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Amenities.
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Ugh, are you not?
Orchid, confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark.
Maybe he'll paint
masked.
Geralt for you. Look,
where he
I
might be
wouldn't
now.
complain.
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Jeez Louise.
Exceptional, true. Would I ever love to meet him?
Maybe it's fixed itself now.
Need
I'll
I
have done
remind
something.
you?
I assume one of them has to win and push the other one over. They're just not doing anything. One of you lose, damn it! I want this. Move, sir.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across
You're
the
very in the
firmament
way.
of my life. Treacly refuse.
someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat it once. It must be someone famous, I think.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Really appreciate that my painting's still up. We're running. Oh. Out of the
Aren't they
way,
even?
people.
Because the right cuff seems somewhat...
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I
Nope.
served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito. On stage.
Are you though? Like,
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
well, for one thing, don't tell anybody that you've seen us.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Okay, and second, Have you seen this bitch I'm looking for?
Cecilia Belland. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman.
Ooh.
They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
Thanks,
No,
sir.
stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Also, thanks, sir.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Okay, that door's locked. It's that done. Okay.
That
Aww.
must be Cecilia.
Well, that's
No,
upsetting.
Pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
Maybe it was
You
Detlef.
must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Examine the body, Geralt. Wow.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
But can we just take a second to appreciate the beautifulness that is Toussaint right now? Ugh.
Tore down the door, bloody handprint, a platform. Clever. It's his. Must be pretty strong, too.
Dude.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints, made by soiled boots.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Must have climbed this ladder.
What ladder? This ladder?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Yeah, with what weapons, Geralt?
Bloodstains.
I have concerns. I mean, why not both,
Links of a
Garrison?
snap chain.
Why not
Jewel
both?
must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Can I, yeet? Dude.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
Oh.
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Someone is not a fan. I take.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
He went out the window. Dun dun dun.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
I don't have to, like, go out the window, right? Oh god, I have to go out the window. No. Surely I'm missing something. I'm missing something. Okay.
Links of a snap
I was
chain.
gonna say.
Jewel must
I was
have
like,
been on
surely I don't have to jump out the window. No, I want to loot. No. This, Geralt. This that I'm looking at.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
Okay.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Thanks.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Oh yeah, they're definitely after that.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer.
Certainly seems that way.
Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
But what is that?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
Can you have a
You
word
must excuse me
quickly?
a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on.
Ah, so they're all
Drawn with
working
the same
together.
ink,
Or
too.
it's all from the one person.
Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
You gonna share with the class or no?
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy.
I feel like this is
seen
information that
her
you
since.
probably should have told me previously.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
Oh,
Couldn't have
your
had
son
it easy,
is so
Sienna.
pretty.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbert that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True.
It is. It is quite
I suppose
normal.
I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
That I suppose I can do.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
Detlef!
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
Literally.
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect.
I mean, that's him right there.
Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
I like this
You
guy.
understand this? It must be why you and Regis...
I don't super hate this guy. He's done bad
I understand
things.
you correctly,
But I don't super hate him.
rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire.
This is the longest
I spent time there as a
quest
Fond memories.
ever.
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the
Takes
cellar,
notes for
bring another
campaign.
bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than
Taking
I know
notes about
mine.
how long this quest
shall
is, or
return
taking
forthwith.
notes about the whole, like, helping a monster rather than killing it kind of thing.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not
You
need to
fuckers
kill
don't need
you.
any help making a quest on.
That
That's
is, not until he
accurate.
gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Oriana. She really
Yeah,
a
we
friend? Can she be trusted?
we definitely
I
don't need
met
any
her
help with
years
that.
ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Casual 15-month side quests. Look.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine
In
Castle.
my
That's splendid
defense,
news. If they
I
are
wasn't
there,
there
they
for the
must be
first
done
side
well.
quest.
Duchess expects we'll
In fact, I
find the
wasn't even
long-lost
there when we
sister there,
started
too.
the second one.
Thing is, she might be involved. Could be
I was
behind
there for the pirates, though.
Do you mean to say
I was there for
your
that one.
task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlef here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlef. Good luck, my friend.
Thanks, buddy. Goddamn pirates, don't go on the water. Hey! I also did not want to go on the water.
Ah, I'm grateful you brought
I
back
was
those
like,
memories.
how about we
Well,
don't though? My character has
Contrary to what
a
common
fear
folk
of
believe,
water.
choosing a wine is not
Yeah,
nearly
could
as
have been.
easy as it might seem.
Everybody in that town.
Especially a wine
Don't
to
go
be
on the
served
water
to
because there are
exquisite
pirates.
ladies.
Us.
Regis,
Let's go by
Gallant
boat, guys.
preceptor.
Surely the pirates
I
aren't on
regret
the
all the
water.
more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
We made such a
Your
mistake.
Grace. Always a pleasure.
Such
Thank you for your
mistakes
help.
were
It's been
made.
invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
This has been like a full 20 minutes of me not actually doing anything. It's just all been cutscenes. This is as bad as Kingdom Hearts. I was so bitter we were captured by pirates. I was totally okay with being Stockholm syndromed.
An intriguing man, to say the least.
We had so much nice stuff. I'm so pissed. So pissed.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll.
Good.
I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Okay. Hallelujah. That quest took forever. Let's wait for everything to pop. Oh my god, I literally got an additional level for that quest. I got 1500 XP for that quest. I didn't do anything. I just sat there. Oh my goodness gravy. On the bright side, you'll know what this means. Guys, I have multiple other quests now. Ugh. Amazing. Amazing.